So, hello, everyone saying nice big hello. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Extreme Improv Extreme Show, the fast-paced improvised comedy show where we make up scenes, songs, stories, and so much more based entirely on your suggestions, audience. So make sure you give us lots of suggestions tonight. My name is David Renoir Poslansky, as you will see on the screen, and if you don't believe it, well, then there are reasons for that. But also on the show tonight, we have a fabulous lineup of performers as we get ready and gear up towards next week's Extreme Improv Xstreamed World Championship Festival 2022. So, with this, audience, at the bottom of the screen, as always, I will direct your eyes down to the suggestion box. Currently in the suggestion box, it says support the show. Subscribe at www.youtube.com/Extreme Improv. And if you would be so kind as to smash that subscribe button, that would be absolutely spectacular. Now, I am going to change what we're looking for in the suggestion box. Audience, if you could give us some random words, that would be very palatable for us, because we will use them to inspire the upcoming games. Now, whilst we wait for the suggestions to come in, just because of the time delay, we're going to meet tonight's performers, starting with Marty. Say hello to the people.
Hello, people. This is Marty now in Atlanta, Georgia. Hello, everybody. Now I'm really able to talk like Foghorn Leghorn, you know?
Absolutely. I can see behind you, you have your number one fan. But your number two fan, no doubt, is Dave. Say hello to the people.
I told you that in confidence, David.
Sorry, it's embarrassing, I know.
Hello, everybody. I'm Dave MC from Paris, France, and I speak with this accent every so often and speak French to everybody.
Do you know, the interesting thing about that is I had like a Zoom like audition-y thing with someone earlier, and they said that they had to do improv in French one time, and I literally thought of you, and I actually wondered, I don't actually really know how well you can speak French. I assume you can, but you've just answered
that's for
that.
That's for my number one fan to know.
Okay. Now, speaking of the 333,000th fan of Dave, Ruth, say hello to the people.
Hello, everybody. I thought I was 330. Oh, never mind. Hi, I am Ruth, and I am currently in Banbury, in Oxfordshire, in the United Kingdom, and it was really sunny today, hence I am wearing a vesty type thing. There you go.
Okay, well, speaking of a vesty type thing, not Jimmy Mac, not Rob, Christine, say hello to the people.
Hello, people. I am in Seattle, Washington, where it is also sunny. So I had to shave my legs today because I'm wearing shorts.
Okay, now, speaking of people who shave their legs, well, we've already done Marty, so, Rob, say hello to the people.
Hello, people. My name is Rob, and shaving makes you more aerodynamic in the pool.
Okay. Speaking of someone that does something else in the pool, but we're not quite sure what, Jimmy Mac, say hello to the people.
Hey, everybody. I am Jimmy Mac. I'm here in sunny Los Angeles, California. You know, I've got 5 older sisters, and my mom, you know, excuse me.
It's all right.
I was sitting there one day wearing shorts. My mom comes up to me and she's like, "Why don't you just shave your legs?" She didn't like the look of my hairy legs.
Wow. On that note, let's get on with things. So, let's have a look here. So, we have words. Ketamine, what? Right, okay. Bewildered, superfluous, and underarm. I think underarm is quite a good one. We are going to play a game of verbatim. The way it works, we're going to have one of our performers perform a 30-second dramatic monologue, then we're going to ask another performer to attempt to recreate it as precisely as they're willing to. Now, let's roll the dice to see who will go first, and it will be Ruth. So, let's have a look here. Underarm is the word. 30 seconds. Here you go.
I have 2 underarms. That's one under each arm. They're all right. That's one. That's the other. haven't shaved them recently, but I'm of an age now where I think I shaved them so much that the hair doesn't want to grow back. It's like, I'm not going there. She cuts us off. It's horrible. We try and grow. We push our way out through the little...
And that is time. Thank you very much there, Ruth, for those in-depth details. So, with this, next up, we are going to have Rob. Rob, you're going to have 30 seconds to attempt to recreate Ruth's original performance, and here you go.
Underarms. I have 2 underarms, one under each arm, right below the gun show. I haven't shaved them for a while, because I think, when you get to a certain age, you shave them, and the hair doesn't grow back as often. It's like, we try to come out for a little bit, or we don't, or, that's just how it goes with your underarm. But does anybody have a cruelty-free deodorant that doesn't stick like crazy? I mean, I'm looking for one. If you know one,
and that is time. What is it? A cruelty-free?
Cruelty-free one. Yeah, all the cruelty-free ones I bought, they really stick. It's like peeling a sticker off my arm every time I walk.
Well, it's still cruel, but just to you. Right, so anyway, we're going to go on to the next performer. And I see we have Marty. Marty, you're going to have 30 seconds to attempt to recreate Rob's recreation of Ruth's original performance. And here you go.
I have 2 underarms. 1, 2, right underneath the gun show. Mwah, mwah. Does that mean that an octopus has 8 underarms? A squid has 10? Oh my God. Do they use deodorant? Do they use cruelty-free deodorant? I have so many questions and no answers. Is there anyone out there that knows anything about cephalopods that can tell me whether or not they wear deodorant and if it's cruelty-free or not? Please,
and that is time. Thank you very much there, Marty. So now we're going to go full circle. In a second, we're going to come back to Ruth, who will have 30 seconds to attempt to recreate Marty's recreation of Rob's recreation of Ruth's own original performance. So, Ruth, here you go.
Underarms. I have 2 underarms. That's 1 under each arm. 1, 2. Oh, under these. Oh, there's something about the guns. I don't understand that. Anyway, does that mean that an octopus has 8 underarms and something else has 10? Squid? Was it? The squids? Did they have 10 arms? Anyway, there was something else about cephalopods. I don't know what because. I don't know.
And that is time. Well done there, Ruth. Well done. So, audience, it is now voting time. Who do you think did the best recreation of what came before? If you believe it was Ruth, then by all means type Ruth's name into the comments section. If you thought it was Marty, then vote for Marty. And if you felt that it was Rob, then by all means, please vote for Rob. Now then, whilst we wait for the votes to come through, let's ask our panel of experts, starting with Christine. What's your evaluation of who did the best here?
They were all so good. But, Marty made me think. I mean, maybe an octopus does have 8 underarms. I don't know, but I feel intrigued. So he gets my vote.
Okay, Dave.
I thought all 3 were really good, so I'm going to have to go for the person with the best guns. So I have to be Marty.
Wow, okay. What would you say, Commander Jimmy Mack?
Yeah, I liked, I believe Rob was the first one to bring in the gun show, and it reminded me of when we used to let Joe Piscopo be in movies and TV shows. By the way, remind me to tell you a Joe Piscopo story later. My vote for Rob.
Okay, there we go. So, audience, that story is not for you. Right then, so...
I can tell it if you want.
Okay, so, honest opinion, will we care?
I think so.
You think so? Okay, let's go for it.
Okay, so Joe Piscopo was in an episode of Star Trek The Next Generation. Data had to learn how to be funny. So they're like, we're going to bring in the funniest comedian who ever lived, Joe Piscopo. And so he comes in and teaches Data to do stand-up. So in my Star Trek The Next Generation review podcast, we spent that whole episode review just trashing Joe Piscopo. And so when I sent out, the advertisements for the episode, I tagged Joe Piscopo in them. And Joe Piscopo, I'm sure it was his manager or something, just saw that he was getting tagged and like hearted it on Twitter. I was like, there's no way he listened to the episode. He would not have liked it.
Wow. Okay, I'm going to tell a similar story. Right. So, it's a similar thing. There is a professional wrestler who, about 15 years ago, he went by the name Lance Hoyt. And the audience would chant, Hoyt, Hoyt, Hoyt. And I got 2 pictures of him, and I turned them into like a graphic, like when you type a font, it comes up with pictures of him. And then every other key just said the word Hoyt. I had an email from his manager so happy that I'd made this dedication to him, and it was a complete piss take. And I was like, oh, I'm sure they haven't looked at it. But I wrote, oh, that's great. You know, I was hoping they're going to send me some free stuff. They didn't. I think they worked it out. Right, so, on this note, we have votes for Rob, Ron, Marty, Ruth, Marty, Ruth, Rob, and that's where and Ruth again. That's where we're up to. So, how many votes do you have, Marty? Okay, how many for you, Ron?
3.
Ooh, and Ruth?
Yeah, 3 for me.
Okay, so Joe Piscopo has it. Right, so next up, we're going to do one more round of this. Let's see who's going to start things off. Dave, you will. So let's have a look. You are going to... Oh, audience, by the way, can we have some suggestions of famous films now? Give us some suggestions of famous movies, and we will use them to inspire an upcoming game. But for now, let's see what we've got. Dave, your word is underarm. No, okay, your word is superfluous. Superfluous. Right. Okay, and you're going to have 30 seconds to create a dramatic monologue on this theme, and here you go.
Superfluous. What is superfluous? I probably just said it wrong just a second ago because words elude me. But I will look it up. Webster's dictionary defines superfluous as words that does not exist, or some word that was used in a movie at one point. To be honest, superfluilium, I have no idea where that word has now come from. Didn't we start off with superfluous or superfluous? I'm just finding different ways to say the word at this point because...
Okay, that is time. I hope it's a French word. Right, so...
Yes, I couldn't look it up. I'll have to look
moving
it up.
on, let's roll the dice. Christine, you're going to have 30 seconds to recreate Dave's superfluous monologue. And here you go.
Superfluous. What is superfluous? I mean, the universe has given us that word, superfluous, and we should know what it means. I mean, it's not like the word superfluous, which is not a real word. And if it was a real word, I would probably assign it to someone like Superman, because he's superfluous. And then, you know, there's other words that maybe are kind of similar.
And that is time. Oh, we'll never learn what those other words were. So now, Commander, you will have 30 seconds to attempt to recreate Christine's recreation of Dave's original performance. Take it away.
Superfluous. What does it mean? It's a totally superfluous word. Webster's dictionary probably defines it as unnecessary or extra, and then it has a picture of Joe Piscopo. Remember how he used to do Sinatra on SNL, and then he got mad when Phil Hartman started doing it because he's like, oh, there shouldn't be a non-Italian guy doing doing Sinatra. I always thought that was really funny. And then there was an Onion article that said...
and that is time. That is time. So, Dave, you know, this is basically what you did. Right, so you now have 30 seconds to attempt to recreate Jimmy Mac's performance, which was a recreation of Christine's performance, allegedly, which was a recreation of what you did. So, here you go.
Superfluous. What does this word mean? Well, Webster's dictionary would define it as unnecessary and very superfluous, but I would define it as Joe Pisco, whatever his name was in the dictionary, because nobody cared. And there was a thing with Frank Sinatra as well, but it was in a Star Trek episode, and there was Sinatra and Pisco and Data, and there was all this other stuff. Oh no, Klingon attack! Race shields immediately.
And that is time. That is time. Well done there, Dave. So, audience, it is now voting time. Who do you believe did the best recreation of what came before? If you believe it was Dave, then vote for Dave. If you feel it was Jimmy Mac, then vote for Jimmy Mac. And if you believe it was Christine, then make the right choice and vote for Christine. So, with this, let's ask our panel of experts who, during your analysis, I will be making some of you co-host because my laptop is roaring. So, Ruth, who do you think did the best recreation?
Oh, don't make me a co-host, by the way, because my
I was literally on you at that moment. Right, okay, let's go on silence.
Yeah, I think Christine did the best reproduction of what came before.
Thank you, Ruth.
Okay, I am using a new Zoom membership and it will not allow me to make others co-host. So let's just hope this doesn't crash. Right, Marty, what's your analysis?
My analysis is that I got kicked out of the meeting for a few minutes, so I didn't really see all of them. So I'm not going to vote.
Oh, this is going well. Rob, what's your thoughts?
I'll pick up the slack for the voting, I suppose. Let's see. Christine brought in Superman. Jimmy brought in Joe Piscopo. Wouldn't that make a great movie, Superman versus Joe Piscopo? Does anybody wonder, like, does Joe Piscopo still have Eddie Murphy's number? Like, does anybody think he does?
What I'm particularly wondering is who is Joe Piscopo?
He was on SNL. He and Eddie Murphy were in like every single skit together. Then he started weightlifting and just became this huge buff guy. And he like stopped being funny or being in movies.
I need to look this up. Okay, so Joe Piss Capo. Right. Okay. I might recognise him. I don't think so. Right. Okay. Let's see what the audience say. Audience, do you know who Joe Piscopo is? What's your favourite memory of Joe Piscopo? Oh, look at that. Okay, yeah, I could work with that. Now, let's have a look. We have votes for Jimmy, Jimmy Mac, Christine, Jimmy, Jimmy Mac, Christine, Dave, Christine, and that's where we're up to. So, look, I don't know if... There's another vote that says Jimmy Mac, but I don't know if it's an old one or a new one. It's an old one, sorry. Or it might not be. It says 8:53 and 56 seconds, and now it is 8:54, so I have no idea if that came through just now or not. Probably doesn't matter. Right, how many votes do you have, Jimmy Mac?
5 or 6.
Oh, how many do you have, Christine? Well, I think we should play Russian roulette. So, here's what we're going to do. I've got some cards here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's see, I have the card F. So, you know, who doesn't want to get the F? Right. So I'm going to shuffle these up here. Christine, from this side to this side, 6 cards. You don't want to get the F. Which number would you like?
The very last card, number 6, please.
Oh, and it is M. Dial M for murder, you shall not. Jimmy Mac, which card would you like?
Number 5, please.
Number 5. E. Excellent, you may say. Christine.
All right, number 1.
F. Oh, unfortunate. Right, so with that, Jimmy Mac steals it through Russian roulette. Now then, we are going to go on to our next... Can I buy a vowel? Yes, you can. Right, okay, let's have a look. We're going to do 1 minute remakes now. No, we're not. We're going to do the no letter game. We're going to choose the letter that's going to be missing. Let's have a look. So it's going to be one of these letters. And our scenario, first of all, audience, give us some suggestions of famous films. But our scenario now is something to do with the apple. Something to do with the apple. And let's choose a letter. P. So about an apple, and we're not allowed to use the letter P. This will be interesting. Starting off this game, we're going to have Marty, and we are going to have Rob. You cannot use the letter P. So, and here you are, and here you go.
You like Granny Smith?
Oranges to oranges.
I prefer.
Prefer. Okay, and with that, Marty, you're eliminated. Dave, you are in.
Can I have a red one?
Sure. How many?
4.
Will you take 7?
Are you trying to haggle
How hungry are you?
between very and a lot?
Me too. Let's munch on some.
Do you want mine?
Is it new?
2 weeks?
Freeze! I've got a feeling this is going to be too easy. It was just that Marty was quite bad at this. Now, I'm joking. Right. So, I'm going to take Dave's advice. I'm going to let him buy a vowel. So, for this, Dave, you can no longer use the letter O, okay? And here you continue. As well as the P. You cannot use O or P. Keep going.
What can't I use?
O and P.
Just checking. Where was
It's them. It's healthy.
Is it?
That's what I heard.
I heard if you twist it.
You! Oh, and with that, Dave, you are eliminated. Right, if you twist it. Oh, yeah. Okay, so with this, we're going to say, Christine, you are in.
I have pain from my mouth.
Pain.
Oh!
Oh, O and P. Right, Jimmy Mac, you are in.
Sorry, does the O and P rule still apply?
Of course.
Where is Eve with that fruit?
On the hill. Said on.
What? On. Oh,
I'm
with
down.
that,
I'm down
you're
with OPP,
eliminated.
apparently.
Ruth, you are in.
What's this?
I have fruit. It's from a garden.
From.
Oh, from.
Oh, you're eliminated, and I am in. Hi.
What? Hi.
Mmm. Smells nice.
Crunchy. Try it.
Yeah. Taste.
Why me?
Cream.
Cream? Uh-uh.
The crust. Baked.
Oh.
Crumble.
Why?
Oh, God, I said crumble as well. Right, we're going to keep going. We're gonna make it harder. I'm going to adapt this game. Every so often, we're going to take out another letter. Right, so let's see what we've got here. Right, W. So O, P, W is not allowed. Who was the first one out? Great.
Marty was the first one.
Oh,
out.
Marty, you are in. O, P, and W are not allowed. And continue.
Red delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Hey. This crumble tasty.
I like fried.
Yuck. It's so tasty. Crumbliness.
So,
But that was SEW. Right, okay, I'm out. Oh no, that was W as well. Right, okay, so, oh, Christine, you're in. I'm out. And continue.
I am hungry.
Me too.
Two.
Oh, dude.
Oh. Okay, Jimmy back, you're in.
Are you hungry?
You.
You.
Oh. Dave, you're in.
Ribs, my dear?
Did I hear ribs?
Making tarts?
I'd rather have ribs.
Chicken.
Beef.
Oh, hesitation there. I'm going to say Jimmy Mac, you're out. Ruth, you were in.
What's that?
What? What? W.
Oh, I forgot about W.
Okay, don't worry. This will all be over soon.
They will.
And here we go.
I said no.
Granny Smith.
I am here.
Yes.
Got it. Where have you been?
Say.
Have you?
Oh, where have you? Okay, well done. That is tough. That is very hard. But Dave, we thank you for wanting to buy a vowel because that inspired to make that impossible to play. Right. So now then. Right. Okay. So we're gonna go on to our next game. We're gonna do some 1-minute remakes. Audience, without typing the letters P or W. No, I'm joking. Right. Let's have a look to see what we've got. So we're gonna roll a dice. And going first is going to be Rob. Rob, the film for you to recreate is Snow White and the Huntsman. Snow White and the Huntsman. Everyone's favourite film. And here you go.
This movie actually beat me in a film writing competition. I'm not too happy about it. But, Kristen Stewart, what are you doing? Oh, we're going to go fight a bunch of people. Let me look in the mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? It was you. It's no longer anymore. You're going to have to go fuck a bunch of people up. Okay. I think there's a lot of spears in this movie. Seriously, how did I lose to this movie? It's ridiculous. We're going through the forest. Everybody be careful. Got it. Got it. He's dead. Who are those? What are those people doing over there? Why are they singing all the time? That does happen, right? I don't know. Did this movie get a sequel? I think it did. But now I'm here and I'm beautiful and I'm Charlize Theron and I'm going to take care of everybody. Yeah, just kill her. Kill her. Kill that. Kill that over there. Kill that. Ooh, it's snowing again. Still, it's always snowing. We're gonna get all these huntsmen.
And that is time. That is time. Well done there, Rob. So, okay, we have another story. What do you mean this film beat you in a competition?
I was in a screen reading competition. I made the finals and I lost to Snow White and the Huntsman.
What? And they were going to make the film?
I don't know.
Oh, man.
It didn't get made from this competition. Just that guy made, or that guy won that competition. That's probably how they got their representation because it was one of the top ones. And yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
It probably did lead to it getting made, actually.
Well, if it helps you, that film does suck. So.
I agree.
Yeah. Right. Now then, next up, Marty. Let's find a film for you. Could you please recreate Lady and the Tramp? Lady and the Tramp. And here you go.
Oh, darling, look, we have a new puppy. Oh, let's call her Lady. Okay. Lady, go out and meet all the other dogs, okay? But I'm so shy. Oh, don't be shy, lassie. It's a good group of dogs we got here in the neighborhood. Oh, that's right, Miss Lady. But watch out for that scam. What scam? Me. I'm the neighborhood scam. Oh, I'm gonna fall in love with you. Hey, let's go have spaghetti. Oh, this is the night. It's the beautiful night. Oh no, we're being chased by the dog catcher. Ah! Here we are at the thing. He's a tramp, but we love him. Breaks a new heart every day. Oh, you're home now, but oh God, there's a rat in the crib. Ah! Hey, this dog's in the house. Get rid of it. No, wait, it was killing a rat. Oh, it's a hero. Woo! So we're gonna adopt all the dogs.
And that is time. That is time. Well, spectacular there. Spectacular. Well done, Marty.
That's the first time I've ever made it to the end of a movie.
Yeah. Wow, well done. Okay, next up will be myself. Could one of you guys suggest a film for me?
Rapid fire.
I've never heard of that.
Brandon Lee.
Okay.
Do something else. Do something else.
No, it's fine. I'm just going to do the crow. Right, okay, so...
Do that.
Not that I remember it, but that's the only thing I know about Brandon Lee. And here I go. Rapid fire! Hey, everyone. My dad was Bruce Lee. He died young, so nobody try anything, because I'm not going to make a mistake. Now then, this is getting pretty dark already. But look, hey, I remember you. You're the bad guys. What are you doing here? Oh no, you shot me. Maybe for real. Right, we shot that guy. He's definitely dead. This is the plot of the movie, though. Oh no, did I hear something up there? There's like a sting in this tail. Right, oh no, it's the crow. Hey, I'm slightly CGI, and I may have a voiceover. My God, this is the brilliance of technology of 1995. That's right, I'm back to avenge everyone who killed me. And bang, bang, bang. Wow, this is painful. You're telling me you shouldn't go dark with your jokes. I know, I apologize, I regret it. Well, that's what you get, and that is time. Right, moving on. Moving on from that. Now, so anyway, Jimmy Mac, hi. You can go next. Jimmy Mac, could you please recreate for us Forrest Gump? Forrest Gump, and here you gump.
I love you, Jenny. I sure hope you don't die from an incurable virus. My mom always said that you should... hey, Mama, I sure hope you don't die. Hey there, Bubba. I sure hope you don't get shot in Vietnam. Hey there. Gary's niece, Lieutenant Dan. Ice cream, Lieutenant Dan. I got shot directly in the buttocks, but you got your legs blown off. You wanted to die, and it did not happen. You've got magic legs, Lieutenant Dan. Oh, now I'm going to run real fast. Watch my speed. Run, 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 run. Oh, boy, there's the president. I'm going to moon him and show him my buttocks injury. Now I'm going to start a fast food... Well, it's casual dining, I would say. My mom always said that you should keep it casual, both with your fine dining and with...
And that is time. That is time. Well done there, Jimmy Mac. Well done. So, next up, Christine. Could you please give us Home Alone? Home Alone, and here you go.
Hey family, everybody hop into the van and off we go on a holiday. Where is everybody? Tommy, Billy, Joey, Susan, you're all here. Oh, let's go. Inside the house, the curtains open and a young boy can be seen going, it's Kevin! Kevin! Where's Kevin? Oh, the little boy is at home. And now some big, bad, scary men are going to try to break in. Don't worry, I have a plan, says the little boy. And he heats up the doorknob and he puts oil and grease on the stairs. And so many things happen, and heads, concussions, and decapitations, and everything happens. And the boy is a hero. And the mother comes home. Kevin, how was your holiday? Oh, nothing happened. It was so boring. I can't believe you left me at home. Hey, why is there blood on our doorstep? Gee, I don't know.
And that is time. That is time. Well done. So, who has not had a go at this stage? So, Dave and Ruth. Let's roll the dice. And Ruth will go next. Ruth, could you please recreate for us the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? And here you are, and here you go.
Not a film I've seen, so let's take it by the hand and just go for a walk, because we are some children who are just out for a walk, and I don't even remember the books. I can't do this, can I? All right, so it's a lion, it's a witch, and it's a wardrobe. Let's go into the wardrobe. I think we're children, and I think it's the war, and I think we're going to go through the wardrobe. Oh, there are so many coats here. How do we get through? Oh, it's like getting through a forest. Come on, come with me. I don't know your names. You're my brothers and sisters, but I don't care. Let's go out into the field. Oh, there's ice and snow and things like that. And it's all a bit strange. I'm not quite sure where we are.
And that is
This doesn't feel like
time.
home.
That is time. Well done. Well done. So now that just leaves us with Dave. Dave, could you please recreate for us? Let's see what we've got here. Now, it may have been a vote from a previous game, but... Oh, no, I'm not going to take it then. Right. Okay, let's see. Could you please recreate Basic Instinct? Basic Instinct for us. Now, here you go.
Oh my god. It's a movie about sex. This is something in particular. There's some things happening. Oh, I'm a woman and being interrogated. I was going to show my legs, but I haven't shaved today. Oh, but there was a murder as well. Oh, some sort of things going on happening here. Oh, wait, is that woman doing the thing again? No, she's not. Okay, let's go. Throw it back into the movie. Oh, we must have found some sort of killer by now. Yes, I think we have found the killer of some sort. But oh no, that woman, she's dead on the floor. You can see her legs. Oh my god, this is the most terrible thing I've ever seen. But we will catch this person eventually, somehow, at this point. Rolling credits, don't know who's in the film. We're doing this. Just watching this.
And that is time. Well done there, Dave. Well done. So, with this, we're going to go on to our next game. Audience, could you start suggesting for us some professions? Give us some suggestions of professions, and we will use them to inspire our next game. And our next game is going to be a joke-telling game. Tonight we are going to play Stopped by the Copper. So we're going to tell jokes which will follow this rhythm. Why was the blank stopped by the copper? And then you make up your punchline. So why was the blank stopped by the copper? And then you make up your punchline. So you give a joke, hopefully you do. You give a wave if you have a joke, but let's see what we've got to start with. We have, I'm going to go with, why was Santa Claus stopped by the copper? Why was Santa Claus stopped by the copper? If you have a joke, give a wave. Christine.
Why was the Santa Claus stopped by the copper? He was caught red-handed with a couple of ho-ho-hos.
Yes, love it. Okay, Dave.
Why was Santa Claus pulled over by the copper? Because toys were falling out the back and hitting everybody. It was a knick-knack paddywhack.
Love it. Rob.
Why was Santa Claus stopped by the copper? Because he got drunk and he was totally blitzed in his car.
Aha. Okay. Jimmy Mack.
Why was Santa Claus stopped by the copper? He was keeping elves as slaves.
Christine.
Why was Santa Claus stopped by the copper? The copper stopped him because he had a bowl full of jelly donuts.
Aha. Why was Santa Claus stopped by the copper? Because he was on the copper's naughty list. No, I mean FBI's most wanted. Right, Marty.
Why was Santa Claus stopped by the copper? Because he kept showing everybody his North Pole.
Whoa, okay. Dave.
Why was Santa Claus stopped by the copper? Because apparently Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Okay. Anyone else? Why was Santa Claus stopped by the copper? Going once, going twice. Let's mix it up. So,
Probably a Trading Places joke in there.
Trading Places. Yeah, you got to hope so. Right. So, anyway, why was the astrophysicist, as suggested by Pablo? Hello, Pablo. Why was the astrophysicist stopped by the copper? If you have a joke, give a wave. Marty.
Why was the astrophysicist stopped by the copper? None of us would understand the answer anyway.
Jimmy Mac.
Why was the astrophysicist stopped by the copper? Because he was hawking illegal goods.
Aha. Okay, Rob.
Why was the astrophysicist stopped by the copper? Because he kept looking at Uranus.
Aha. Okay, Jimmy Mac.
Why was the astrophysicist stopped by the copper? He was driving after drinking way too many pina colliders.
Okay, so why was the astrophysicist stopped by the copper? Like Rob said, he was looking at too many Uranus, and he says, that's not true. I'm a nice astrophysicist. Right, Marty.
Why was the astrophysicist stopped by the copper? Because he kept showing everybody his black hole.
Okay, Dave.
Why was the astrophysicist stopped by the copper? He was selling drugs. Apparently it was asteroids.
Aha. Rob.
Why was the astrophysicist stopped by the copper? Because he wouldn't stop. He wouldn't let anybody else sing. He just kept karaokeing "Drops of Jupiter." So the copper had to get him out of there.
Jimmy Mac.
Why was the astrophysicist stopped by the copper? I mean, he wasn't even stopped. He just kept continuum.
Dave.
Great show.
Why was the astrophysicist stopped by the copper? He kept asking everyone if they'd like a probe.
Aha. Why was the astrophysicist stopped by the copper? Because the copper didn't like that the astrophysicist was in his personal space. Jimmy Mac.
Why was the astrophysicist stopped by the copper? They went down to White Castle and stole a bunch of sliders.
Yes. You win, Jimmy Mac. Right, okay. Anyone else? Anyone else? Going once, going twice. Let's mix it up again. We'll do a couple more. Right, so why... Well, this is a weird one. Why was the rubber band salesman stopped by the copper? So we all know what I mean by a rubber band?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So why was the rubber band or elastic band salesman stopped by the copper? Jimmy Mac.
Why was the rubber... This is so stupid. Why was the rubber band salesman stopped by the copper? Because they really Yoko Ono'd the whole thing.
Okay, Marty.
Why was the rubber band salesman stopped by the copper? Because they had him in custody earlier, but he bounced.
Aha. Why was the rubber band salesman stopped by the copper? Because he suspected that he'd killed someone. Yes, he'd rubbered them out. Anyone else? Rob.
I thought I had one on my desk, but why was the rubber band salesman stopped by the copper? Because the guy kept doing that thing and flicking them, and it's just annoying.
Christine.
Why? It's kind of similar. Why was the rubber band salesman stopped by the copper? Because he was pretty sure he was crazy. It was obvious he had snapped.
Aha. Marty.
Why was the rubber band salesman stopped by the copper? We're not sure, but he got a long stretch.
Very good. On that note, why was the rubber band salesman stopped by the copper? Because he didn't pay the full thing that he was supposed to in the shop. He was too tight. Right, Rob.
Why was the rubber band salesman stopped by the copper? Because the cop wanted to hire that band for his wedding.
Aha. Okay. Now, let's choose one more, and this time we'll have a good one. So, we are going to go with why was... we don't have any good ones, audience. What can I say? Right, okay, so... Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what there is, and then you can just choose whichever one you want to make up a joke about. So, I'm not going to read them all, audience. I'll just give a selection. We can either have horse whisperer, onion picker, chimpanzee trainer, or exterminator. So I can't even remember those myself, so I'm just going to go with chimpanzee trainer. But exterminator, horse whisperer, or onion picker. If you have a joke, give a wave. Too many choices. Right, okay, so anyone? Going once? Going twice? Dave.
Why was the exterminator pulled over by the copper? He was bugging everybody.
Aha. Why was the chimpanzee trainer stopped by the copper? Because he looked nervous. Yes, he was being a pansy. Right, Rob.
Why was the onion picker, I believe, stopped by the copper? Because he kept making people cry.
Oh, Marty.
Why was the chimpanzee... No. Why was the exterminator... Oh, God. Why was the exterminator stopped by the copper? Because he was in possession of a roach.
Aha. Christine.
Why was the exterminator stopped by the copper? Nobody really knows why he was being stopped, but he walked away from the copper and said, "Don't worry, I'll be back."
Haha. Jimmy Mac.
Why was the horse whisperer pulled over by the copper? He was having high tea while driving. He couldn't even see through his windshield. He could only see biscuits.
Why was the horse whisperer stopped by the copper? Because the copper suspected he'd got a gun because he saw his cartridge. Rob.
I was the chimpanzee trainer stopped by the copper because he was up to a bunch of monkey business.
Jimmy Mac.
Why was the horse whisperer stopped by the copper? He returned to the scene of the crime where he killed his secretary at.
Why was the onion picker stopped by the copper? Because his brother had escaped from prison and he thought he'd springed him out. I don't know, spring onion. Right, anyway, sprung. I ruined it. The word becomes sprung. Right, anyway, Marty.
Why were the horse whisperer and the onion picker stopped by the copper? Because they were doing genetic experiments trying to cross a stallion with a scallion.
I don't get it. Rob.
I was the exterminator stopped by the copper because he was trying to prevent Dark Fate from being made. So we thought, if I get rid of this ex-Terminator, this retired Terminator, they won't make Dark Fate. That was the theory, at least.
Okay, and on that note, and scene. Well done, well done. So now we're going to do something else. Audience, could you give us a suggestion, please, of something else? Could you give us some suggestions of something exciting? Something exciting, please, audience. And we'll use them to inspire an upcoming game. But for now, let's see what we're going to do. We're going to play number of words. We haven't done this in a little while. The way it works is we'll have 3 or 4 of our performers in a scene. We'll have 3 of them, and they'll each be assigned a certain number of words that they can speak. So let's see who we're going to have. We are going to have Dave. We are going to have Rob. And we are going to have Christine. Dave, Rob, and Christine. Let's put you into a scene. Here we see Dave. Here we see Rob. And here we see Christine. Now, I am going to find what your scene is going to be about. Your scene is going to be about celebrating your 100th birthday. Celebrating your 100th birthday. In this scene, Dave, could you say 3 words at a time? So each time you speak, you can say 3 words, but you can't say more or less than 3 words at a time. Rob, could you say 2 words at a time? And Christine, could you say 5 words at a time? Okay, it's celebrating your 100th birthday, and here you go.
I'm so old.
Happy birthday!
Oh, man, my butt hurts. Let me die.
Where's presents?
They're not here.
Don't know.
I need to borrow teeth.
Have mine.
Billy, that you?
It's me.
I've forgotten what I meant. It's my birthday.
Mine too.
Happy birthday to you guys.
How old?
400.
Oh my.
Bingo. You are so old, Dave. Who are you?
Blow candles.
You spit your teeth out. I hear
That's-
dogs.
That's funny. Cake.
Oh, no thanks.
Update, Will.
I'm not dying. I am definitely dying today.
You are.
Get my teeth.
No way.
Where are my glasses?
Over there.
Oh, they're on the shelf there. Oh, yes. Thanks.
I stole.
And scene! And scene! Well done. Well done. Rob, what is that you've got there?
Just a cane.
That's cool. What is that?
Little dragon on the top.
Wow. I like.
It's really heavy. It could be a murder weapon, probably, too.
It probably was. Right. Going by what we were talking about before the start of the show. Now then. So, moving things on. So, who has not had a go at something yet? Marty, Ruth, Jimmy Mac, and myself. Let's have a go. Let's do a couple of other games. So, I'm going to roll the dice, first of all. And I can see Ruth. We will have you. And we will have Jimmy Mac. Ruth and Jimmy Mac, you're going to play questions only. Questions only. So, you'll have a couple of minutes on the clock for this. Each of you have 3 mistakes that you're allowed to make, so 3 lives, where you're not allowed to say anything that's not a question, you're not allowed to hesitate, and you're not allowed to have what we deem to be a circular conversation. Any of these, without warning, will see you lose life. Now, let's have a look. Your scene is going to be about visiting a long-lost relative. Visiting a long-lost relative. And this is questions only. 2 minutes on the clock. Begin.
Are you my Aunt Frances?
Why are you here?
Is your name Frances?
Who are you?
Didn't you get the email I sent?
What's an email?
You're not good with computers, then?
Do I have a typewriter?
Are you open to receiving homing pigeons?
Do you own a pigeon?
How do people get in contact with you?
Have you written me a letter?
What's your address again?
Don't you know where we are?
Are all Uber drivers as stupid as the one I just got?
What's an Uber?
Haven't you heard of rideshare apps?
No, I haven't. Sorry.
Oh, lose a life.
No. What was that?
Why would I even ask that question if you don't know emails?
What are you wanting from me?
Are you my brother's sister? No.
Oh, lose a life, Jimmy Mac.
What did you say?
Have you ever heard of familial love?
What is it?
Have you ever felt a love for your family?
How many family members have
And that is time. With 1 life apiece lost, that is a tie. Well done, well done. So next up, who has not had a go? Marty and myself will have another question battle. And so, here we see me. Here we will see Marty. And this time, well, what is our scene about, everyone? Give us a scenario.
You guys are fighting over the last watermelon at the grocery store.
Fighting over the last watermelon at the grocery store. And here we Go. What's the matter with you?
Don't you know I need fruit to live?
Am I meant to go without sustenance today?
I'm lactose intolerant, and that's not a question. Damn it.
What are you going to do now that I've got this thing?
You can't. Don't steal. Shit!
2 lives gone. Are you okay?
Nice.
Are you okay?
Why do you ask?
Are you having a difficult day?
Yes.
Oh, and scene, and scene. Okay, excellent stuff. So, don't worry.
Not more of a question today for some reason. Oh my god.
I was having a conversation a couple of days ago, and I was talking about like things being in the past tense. So, backed, ed on the end. I couldn't think of a single word that ended in ed, and I was just like and I was like, what's wrong with me? Right, but anyway, these things happen. Now then, we're going to go on to our next game. We're going to have a couple of rounds of every sentence must. Now, the way this works is we'll have 3 or 4 performers, 2, 4, 6, 7, 3 or 4 performers in a scene at a time, and every time the performers speak, their line of dialogue must include a word from a set category in it. So, starting us off, we are going to have Ruth. We are going to have Rob, we are going to have Dave, and we are going to have Dave again. And one more, we are going to have Jimmy Mack. So Ruth, Rob, Dave, and Jimmy Mack. Here we see Dave, here we see Ruth, here we see Rob, and here we see Commander Jimmy Mack. Now, let's have a look here. Audience, in fact, could you start suggesting to us some well-known characters from fiction or people from history, plus unusual things for them to do? Well-known characters from fiction or people from history, plus unusual things for them to do. Now let's have a look. We're going to say, God, these suggestions tonight. I'm not sure I want them. Right, you are getting a new... No, so getting a tattoo for this game, you just have a tattoo of whatever the category is. Right, you were ziplining. Okay, you were ziplining, and let's say that every sentence must include the name of a place of work. The name of a place of work. So, like the location, it needs to have the name of a location which is conceivably a place of work, and that's what must be included in every sentence as creatively as you can. You are ziplining, and here you go.
This rope is tied in knots, right? I'm not gonna fall.
Hey, I'm just banking on having a good time here.
I just feel a bit stationary here.
Just keep your hands at 7-11.
Ralph's is he's really gonna nail the zip line. I got faith in you, man. You're gonna tear it up.
I don't know, man. My legs feel like jail.
Look, I think we have to kind of like pool our resources here.
All right, now listen.
I'm in a prison of my own making, I think.
Yeah, Court, you got to house that anxiety. Court, house your anxiety and just go down. What's with all the farting? The gas station is over there. You fart over there.
Look. Do we need to school you in how to do this?
I think you can make a mint if you do.
Yeah.
Move E out of the way and let me go.
you guys want anything to eat? I have a whole apple store here.
There's there's a whole library of reasons why he doesn't want to zip wire.
I also have a tube of protein paste.
Now, take all the safety precautions that we were told to, otherwise you're going to bite the farm, and that's it, you're gone.
And scene. Well done. Well done. Excellent mime work there, Dave.
He had nothing.
It's no worries. Okay.
Now I fell.
So, next up, we're going to have another one of these. Audience, continue to suggest well-known characters from fiction or people from history, plus unusual things to do. Hannah McGowan in the comments says, "Hello, favourite people. Great show so far. Miss you all." Ah, well, thank you very much.
Hi, Hannah.
Right. So, and we have a few characters. Audience, give us a bunch more. There's some great ones. Okay, so let's have a look. Myself, Christine, and Marty, I believe. So here is myself, here is Christine, and here is Marty. Now, let's have a look. We're going to do another one of these rounds. Our scenario first is we are window cleaners. We are window cleaners. Can someone suggest what we must include in every line of dialogue? A category.
Name of a book.
Ugh. Right, okay. I hope these are going to be a lot of film references. Right, okay. So, we are window washers. No, what are we? Window cleaners. We have to include the name of a book in every sentence. And here we go.
Before we get started, I need to have breakfast, like some green eggs and ham.
I agree, Christine.
We need to mix the window cleaning solution with natural ingredients because I don't want to kill a mockingbird.
Oh, hang on. Look, that sounds like a lot of stuff that we're going to have to carry.
We can carry it on the rings. I have the Lord of Rings here who can help us.
That's great. Could we line them up over there? We could put them on the stand.
Well, put them on the stand, but don't make them so high that a hobbit can't reach it.
Oh, yeah. That is worrying though. Like, because they won't be able to hear when it's like lunchtime. So we're gonna have to buy bell to ring to make sure that they know when it's lunchtime. Buy bell.
We gotta concentrate on cleaning these windows. I want them to be clear and present danger.
Go ahead and tell me what to do, and I'll write it down in my notebook.
Okay, so we need to get some new testimonies, to be able to put on the website to say why people should hire us.
Pretty sure Rebecca can help you with that.
I don't know if I can do this. I'm scared of Wuthering Heights.
Yeah, like, you know, you're just risking stuff. It's just a big book of improv games.
I'm kind of worried that we're going to fall off of this thing. I mean, I've heard that there was a death of a salesman recently.
I might be able to do it, but it's going to take some persuasion.
Hey, my friend Emma is on the phone. Everyone say hello, Emma.
Doesn't she live where the crawdads sing?
Don't know.
I think this might be her swan song.
Wow. That is a joke. Book a hotel, Emma, for God's sake. Sorry.
Hey, look over there. It's Dracula.
He looks more like the Martian to me.
Yeah. Look, this device for washing the windows, right? It's kind of like a globe, but flat. It's like a disc world.
I feel like I don't really know how to do this job. I'm like a stranger in a strange land.
Well, yeah, I know what you mean, because, like, that was the same for Christine, because Harry put her in a strange land as well.
A strange land like Dune.
Yes.
Well, I believe that we can do this because we're all fabulous beasts.
Oh. Well, I think, some of us are, others are twits.
Oh, I don't know the name of that. I don't know what that word means. I'll look it up in the dictionary.
Well, how about that? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you said Narnia.
That's what I was trying to say. Thank you for chronicling it for me.
Great. Marty, like, what you're wearing, I don't like your dark materials.
Well, then pull out your golden compass and look again.
Dr. No.
Just let's live and let die, shall we?
Oh.
You're being such a Hamlet about this.
Ooh, we can go down that route, certainly. Look, I've got a Big Mac. Beth, would you like one? Sorry, that was Beth.
Just so you know, I bought these clothes from the merchant of Venice.
Oh. Well, I know two gentlemen from Verona. I know them.
I saw them in A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Well, look! The Boy by Roald Dahl. And scene. Well done, well done. Now, audience, we're going to go on to our finale game now. And just looking at the clock, we are going to end with an extreme monologue. We're going to extreme a monologue. We're going to make it extreme. The way this works is we're going to have each of our performers. No, we're not. We're going to do this even quicker. We're going to have 2 semi-final rounds and a finale round. We'll keep it as a tournament where one person randomly selected will start a monologue and attempt to keep it going for 90 seconds. If they repeat any words or if they hesitate, then any of the other performers can call out freeze. If they correctly identify that a rule has been broken, then they get to take over the monologue. Whoever is in control of the monologue after 90 seconds will advance into the finale. Then we'll do another one, and anyone but the winner of the first round will be able to compete for that, and then we'll have a finale with the 2 winners. Right, so going first will be Jimmy Mac. You will get to start things off here. Your character is Popeye the Sailor Man buying a diamond for olive oil. You are Popeye the Sailor Man. You are buying a diamond for olive oil. Now, once again, if anyone notices that Jimmy Mac repeats any words whatsoever or hesitates, then call out freeze. If you correctly identify that a rule's been broken, you get to take over the monologue and get a clean slate of words. Now, Jimmy Mac, here you go.
Olives oil from Sweet Havens. I brought you a diamond. Marry me. Ugh. Laughter. Love. Babies. Baby. Friends. Family. Pact. Vows. Priest. Engagement over. Pluto, fight me. Down.
Freeze. Repetition of me. Repetition of me.
Okay.
Okay, so I am not going to do that much of an impression, but I commend you for it. So here what was that actually? What was the scenario, guys? Popeye doing what?
Buying a diamond ring.
Okay. Popeye buying a diamond ring for olive oil, and here I go. Listen, olive oil, one knee down, proposal, marry, Popeye, spinach breath, nice, fresh, Bluto, dickhead, wimpy burgers for all. Hey, children, small versions of moi. Take, look around. Ship, sailor, muscles big, mom impressed. Cuddle, kiss, badoink, and siblings. What Fleischer didn't realize, guns that shape aren't realistic. And I made it. So good for me. Now, we're going to have one more round. And let's have a look. Marty, you get to start things off. You get a brand new character. And your character is... there's a great suggestion, which if this was the Slam Jam show, would go down very well. But we won't do it today. Right. And we are going to have... Could you please be Winston Churchill skydiving? Winston Churchill skydiving. And here you go.
Flying in plane. Jumping out? Maybe. Not sure. A little frightened, perhaps. But facing fears is good thing. Here I go. Geronimo! Wind blowing, hair, clouds, bird! Oh, shoot! Oh, no! Not opening! Still falling! Second one! Yes!
Freeze, what's the challenge?
One. O-N-E. One.
Oh. Okay, I will take that. So, you are Winston Churchill skydiving. Continue. Freeze. Not Marty, sorry. I meant Christine, correct challenge.
Yeah.
So, Christine, you continue.
I got it!
And here you go.
Falling, splat, bones crushed, pain, blood, guts, brains, over, ground, funny, cute, eating, yuck, stop, biting, me.
And that is time! That is time. Well done, well done. So, Christine, odds or evens?
Odds, please.
Okay, you're going to have to take my word. It is evens, I'm afraid. So I will start this off. Can someone suggest a character? Or we could use one from the audience. Tell me a number, Dave.
14.
Oh, God. There's not that... We think we got that many suggestions. Right, okay, let's see how many...
I don't know. You said pick a number.
Yeah, I know, that's fair, that's fair. Dawna says, bidoink. Love it. Right, so anyway, so 14. I'll count up and down until we find one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, Winston Churchill's what we landed on. Right, so instead we're going to have the one above it, which is Mary Poppins teaching martial arts. So I will start this off, and only Christine can buzz in. If I make a mistake, this is the final to see who will be today's Extreme Improv Xstreamed champion. I am Mary Poppins teaching martial arts, and here I go. Hello, children. Gather around. Hold hands out. Pow! Pain lesson learned. So, Mary P shows thou UFC. Boom! Elbow strike. Cage rumble. Octagon. Bruce Buffer announcement. Red corner, me. Blue corner, Mr. Banks. Hey, Monsieur. Ultimate Fighting Championship winner here in the Okay, I'll keep going. Freeze. Oh, damn it. I went to say MMA. Right, okay, 53 seconds gone. Okay, so, and here you go.
Ooh, uppercut, teeth cracked, pain, tongue bleeding. Ow, wrong profession. Nannying, much easier. Children, smack around. Much preference. Want, eat food with children. In nursery, throwing toys.
And that is time. Well done, Christine. Well done. You are today's Extreme Improv Xstreamed champion.
It is so hard to beat you, David. Yay!
Well done. Well done. So, audience, that brings us towards the end of the show. Put any final thoughts or comments into the comment section and we will read them aloud presently. But for now, let's find out where we can find all of our performers on the social media. Starting first with Commander Jimmy Mack. Where can the people find you?
Well, David, that was a hell of a show. I feel like we all learned an important lesson about Joe Piscopo. And I'll leave you with this. Please do check out my... it's an improvised short film that I was in. It's only 15 minutes long. I'm very proud of it. I think it's really funny. It is called Revelations. It can be found on YouTube on the Tongle channel. That is TONGAL. If you search for Revelations Tongle, you'll find it. Other than that, please drink responsibly.
Okay, Ruth, say hello to the people. No, say goodbye to the people.
Hello.
Where can they find you?
I think I did need to say hello because not heard from you for a while. I didn't know what was going on in that last game and last round. I no idea what's happening there. Anyway, you can find me on Twitter at RuthCurtisActs. There's some other places and things, but I'll be here. I hope tomorrow. I hope.
Okay, fabuloso. Where can we find you, Dave?
I have nothing really in particular to promote this week, so check out my Instagram, Darth Nocturnus, and check out my puppet friend who appears on Extreme at Messy Blueberry. We both appear on Extreme Wednesdays and Thursdays, and sometimes on Friday for Geek Battle and Jesters Jams, and you can catch me during those days.
Awesome, fabulous. Marty, where can the people find you?
On Instagram at What Would Jesus Glue, and here on Extreme Improv whenever I get the chance.
Okie dokie. Rob, where can the people find you?
The online variety show about SD Network on YouTube. There is a show on Saturday. It's music only. Some pretty big names are going to be involved. And next week you can find me hosting the Wham Bam Improv Jam and doing the Extreme World Championship. I'll be training for it all week.
Okay, yes indeed. So my name is David Pistansky. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at David Pistansky, spelled P-U-S-T-A-N-S-K-Y. You can also get one of my books, or both of my books, including the aforementioned earlier in the night Extreme Improv Big Book of Improv Games, which will tell you how to play all of the games we did in tonight's show, or the Ultimate Guide to Creating Virtual Theatre, which would tell you how to produce a show like tonight's show. And of course, as Rob just mentioned, next week we are going to have, from Monday the 8th of August through to the rest of the week, we are going to have the Extreme Improv Xstreamed World Championship Festival 2022. There's going to be a bunch of shows where performers will be competing in shows like we did tonight, but then they will advance through a tournament to become the 2022 Extreme Improv Xstreamed World Champion. There will also be guest shows and lots of other activities, and probably lots of times where I say things like, hey, you can get the Extreme Improv suggestion cards. Go to extreme.tv to find out all about them. So with this, let's come to our winner tonight. Christine, where can the people find you?
You can find me on most social media. Easy to find me. I have a pretty unique name. You can also find me in Seattle on stage live theater. You don't have to wear masks at our theater. Come see us. We are once told tales.
Okay, fabulous. So, with that, audience, thank you very, very much. Make sure you check out the website, www.xstream.tv. Smash the subscribe button on youtube.com/extremeimprov or any of the other channels that I create. Outstanding show, says Pablo. Everybody did great. You're all winners. And Dorna once again said, bidoink. Now, with that, from me, from everyone else, stay safe. Always stay extremed, and ciao for now. Boom. And we are off the air.
Badoink.